Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Omo Okuta, they advise our youth. He say our politicians know what dying for. Why youth they die for politicians? Why? Even if they die for them, after they don't die, none of these politicians they remember them. None of the politicians they remember their mama, their papa, their sister. Even the one wey get pikin, wey die leave with children. These our politicians no dey remember them. So Omo don come out now, come advise our youth, give them reason why they need to stop to the fight for politicians. So make I leave you now with this video, make you for hear the advice we get for our youth. I beg, as you watch this video finish, help share this video, because this video, this message wey this our brother do so, if it change somebody mind wey dey plan to die for politician for this coming election wey wan happen for Edo State September 19. So make I leave you now with the video.
Because I believe all our politicians, leader, 99% are not worth to die for, because they are not helping issues. Ever since the masses have been dying and voting for them and voted them into power, what have they done? Nothing. If you are losing your life, you are losing everything about you for somebody who knows that it will have the interest of the people at hand, then that is another different thing entirely. But ever since our independence, 99% of our rulers, our leaders who have been leading our country, Nigeria, Edo State, they are not helping issue. There is no light they have brought to our society that will make us die for them. I only feel for our brothers and sisters who are still clamoring and doing everything in their human possible to sacrifice themselves for people who does not mean well for you. There's only few people who benefited from them. That one is not life. In the Western world, if you are dying, you're dying for somebody who will mean well for the citizen. The person who will have the interest of the masses at hand in their mind, not for the selfish interest, not for a few people or numbers of people. Those are not kind of people that we need to die for. I'm just really feeling, and I'm having a dark mind for our youth, because the way things are going on now, the way the gubernatorial election is going on September 19, I pray to God that no blood should be shed, no life should be taken. But the way things are going on, I just really pray. I don't wish our people death, I don't wish them pain, but I believe it's not going to hug away, because the way things are going on now, there are different threats, all different angles from the two political parties, APC and PDP, because those are the well-known names that we know in Nigeria, APC and PDP. Every other parties are not well known like the two of them. The two giant parties, they are war. They are beating the drum of war in Edo State. My brothers and sisters, I want to use this medium, even though nobody's joining me now, and I believe everybody have things doing. I just want to pass this message. Whenever you come across this message, please help me to share it, let it go viral. Because why? We don't pray for death, for blood to roll. But the way they are passing their message now, I believe it's not going to hug away at the end of the day. We just pray for God's intervention. And for our youth to use their common sense. If they cannot use their common sense, let them use their wisdom. For goodness sake. People you are making a sacrifice for, they don't mean well for you and your unborn children. Okay, tell me all the risk you guys are passing through or undergoing today. Is there any of their children that is undergoing those threats? Those are the things that you guys need to ask. Ask yourself this question. I'm dying for a person. Their children are living in luxurious life. they might be in another different country where things are happening. Then you are making a sacrifices for somebody. If at the end of the day he's being elected, he's not going to look after you, or neither your family or your children or your community. How long we will continue living this wayward and backward life? Is that time that we wake up from our slumber, for goodness sake? Nigeria youth, you people have to wake up. These people they don't want to die for. They don't want to die for goodness sake. Ever since those previous governors, they've been in power, what have they done to the Edo citizen? Sorry, do we have infrastructure? Do we have good school? Do we have good road? Do we have light? Do we have security? Do we have hospital healthcare system for our children, for our mothers, for our sister, where they can run to if they have problems or if they want to put to bed? Do we have those systems? No. Oshomole came, he tried his own, and that is how it ended up. At the end of the day, what happened? Obaseki came after the 4 years is almost rounding up now. What are we talking about? Don't you think it's that time at least we youth have to sit down and begin to reason? Then we begin to use our common sense. We have to think that we cannot keep serving on these people for long. So long they don't mean well for us, then we need to change the political systems and look for youth who are very vibrant. We have been trying our leaders, they failed. There is there a time that we still try some youth that who we believe that they have the interest of the masses. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Don't you think it's that time that we have to try the youth? Because those people, they don't mean well. They don't want to die for. Because the way they are beating the drum of war. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for joining me. Please help me to share. Because they are beating the drum of war. APC and PDP, they are beating the drum of war. We are just only clapping for individual who is the person that we are supporting, but we are not thinking beyond our support. Because the way manner things are going on in those states now, my brother, I believe this is going to end more bloodshed and death at the end of the day, and that's what we don't pray for. Because the both parties now, the both supporters now, they are all beating the drum of war. Other person might go behind them and commit nuisance, commit atrocity. Then the both parties will be pointing finger at themselves. That is what they are not thinking. We that is looking there from far, this is what we are observing from them. They don't want to die for. The masses is that the people me I'm worrying about, the children. What have they benefited from all these people they are supporting to date? By the time they lose all they have to vote all these people into power, at the end of the day, the door will be shut against them. I have done that. Thank you, my brother. I know I always believe in you, my brother. You understand? These are the things that we need to ask ourselves. All these people, do they mean or do they worth dying for? Okay, look at the recent word on. Thank you very much, my brother. This recent saga, bullshit that just happened in the front of the Oba Palace. Thank God that no life was being lost, and I believe and I overheard that there was, bullets. There was a gunshot everywhere and macheting. For goodness sake, do we need all these things to show that you are supporting a candidate? The politicians, caterpillar we have in our state, they don't mean well for you and I. That is advocating for them. If they mean well for you and I, what have they done in your community? What have you guys benefited from them? What are your father, your mother, your sister you left behind? If you're in the Western world most, what have your father, your mother, your sister, your siblings, your community benefited from all these people? That we are risking our life to help them into power, at the end of the day, they will turn back against us. Don't you think that they don't want to die for? When you are dying for somebody, you know that yes, at the end of the day, when there is no rain, when there is no water, it's going to bring your water to your domain. Do you know why you are doing it? But you are doing it for people who don't have the interest of the masses at hand. My brothers and sisters, do you know how many of our brothers and sisters who have died in the land of Libya, in the Sahara Desert, in Bamako, and etc.? Because why? They are running away for them to earn a greener pasture in other places where they can be able to have their fundamental right of doing things they like. Because in our society, you don't have your fundamental right, you don't have the privilege to accuse or to do anything you want to do that pleases you. How long we will continue risking our life for people who does not mean well, and people that will be ascended to power? At the end of the day, they will pack the money or to their wardrobe. Did you know how many money they have discovered from individual offices for people that we have elected into power to help us, to bring light to us? Nobody who have the interest of the masses in that country. I point this before you. I challenge individual. Nobody. Not the past governor, or the incumbent governor, or not the one that will be coming, or the one that have ruled before. No one had the interest of the masses. They are just only playing a politics. They are playing a punking game. They are using us because they know, not that we are not wise, but because they know that we are being starving of hunger. That the moment they come outside with a little turkey, we will embrace it and we will run after them and elect them into power. Remind, to this date, the moment they are elected into power, all they promise, if they can be able to fulfill it or do what you want to your community. No. I do not support any political party. I'm not a politician, and I will not be a politician. I'm a justice fighter. My platform is justice. Please, my brothers and sisters, you can follow me on my YouTube, OATD Justice TV. That is where we always open their secrets. If they publish it, we fund it. It does not all go well, we'll bring it out and we'll deliberate on it. Those are my fight. I don't have interest of being a politician. If I want to be a politician, I will be a politician that will have the interest of the people, like the way the Western world are doing their own. Because if they are elected into that power, they will serve the people. They will be the servant of the people. Because it was the people, the masses, the innocent, who sent them into that power to represent them. That is the reason why the system of the Western world are moving far. They are growing every day. Their system are growing every day. Everything they do, everything they do, it move. Because why? There is a rule, there is a law that govern them. There is no one that is above the law. In our country, you see 99% people, they are even superior than the law. I have different people in different places. When they have issues, those are the people that is going to back them up. While the masses, the innocent people who don't have voices to cry out, they will be languishing in jail. Did you know how many people are still in jail today who are not the victim of what they were labeled? I was the one the victim of it. I was labeled for what I don't know. To date, I still have that pain and that shock in me. I only pray for God to forgive those people because I have made a vow before that I will never forget them. I make that vow to God that I will never forget those people who have made me wet, who have made me cry, who have isolated me for what I don't know about. But I'm going to leave the vengeance for God. I will reserve all my comments indeed. I thank God for the life I'm living today. I can do whatever things that pleases me that I want to do in the Western world, provided I obey the rules and regulations. Because I met a law here, and I'm going to obey the rules and regulations. If I'm dying here in this country I'm living today, I know that yes, I'm dying in this country I'm living today. If you are dying for a country who does not mean well for you, it's like you are dying for nothing. My brothers and sisters, this is just a very short video because today I'm opportune to stay at home I don't go outside for my daily activities. And by the special grace of God, after this, maybe in the next few hours, I'll go to my YouTube and still do the things I know how best to do. Me, I'm not here to support anybody. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm not fighting anybody. I'm only speaking my mind. And you cannot take what belongs to me from me. And this is my word. And this is my message. That our politicians in Nigeria don't want to be died for. If you like it, go and make your sacrifices and die. If you like, send your people to go and make sacrifices and die. When they die, they lose their lives. The politicians will keep living. Where their siblings, where their children, where their family? Are they facing the threats the innocent children are facing? No. No. They are enjoying in a luxurious life. They might be in a swimming pool now or be in the AC. But the innocent youth people are the people who are doing everything that human possible to make sure these people come into power. But by the time they come into power, they will be neglected. 99% will be neglected. That shows that we know about that. There's only a few people that always benefit from the government. We know about that. And the government is for the people, by the people. Not for only a set of people. It's everybody. Both the sick, both the healthy one, both the less privileged one, etc. have to go along and benefit for what other people are benefiting. Not for only those who have been elected into power or the people that are very close to the government or the people that have been in power that will benefit from the land. If all these things is happening, then the masses will know what they are dying for. Do you know the number of children we have in our society today who are not schooling, who don't have the access to medical health? In the Western world here, you go to an hospital where you cannot pay some bills. If you have to pay some bill, if it is 10 naira, you pay 3 naira while the government will assist you. There are some things that you need, you go to the government, you get it. You go to the writers, or you go to any offices and you get it. Those are systems that are functioning. In this first century, this 21st century, is now our leaders, our government are talking about how to fix road and lights and hospitals. Is it not shame on them? Is it not shame on them? That the question that you guys that is supporting them have to ask. That this very person will come, he will say he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this. He will promise that in his first 100 years, days in office, or before he ran 4 years or 3 years, he's going to meet up to the demand of the masses. But by the time they are sent it to that room, they will not use. You see, there are logics all these people are using that you guys are not figuring out. By the time they are sent it to that room, they will just hit different things back. Why? To bring the attention of individual that this person is good, he's nice, he's there to help. By the time he works about like 30% of all those things he has hit down, then it will not comes out with issue. Okay, let's use Edo State Governor, His Excellency Governor Noregase Obaseki. It started from the beginning, yes, contract, MOU, this is that. I wish everybody was very, very rejoicing that, yeah, he's a technocrat, and let's call it as other people, label him as a technocrat. Then, by the time he now worked to some certain level, then he came outside of fighting individual. No, I couldn't say that. I would say yes, he was fighting individual because why? He's the state governor. He don't supposed to welcome all those low mentality issues. When someone is bringing out things that you know that is not going to, impact your government, you ignore him. You are the number one citizen. You have the power to do whatever things you want to do. You ignore him and concentrate on what you are doing. Because why? The masses are looking at you. They are waiting upon you for those, infrastructure you are bringing to grow so that they can start benefiting from it. Then they started fighting themselves with his predecessors and some of the youth. Then that one now distract his attention. Then he never had focus on what he was doing. Then he now continued fighting and fighting and fighting. The tenor is almost ending up. How many days is? How many months ending up? What can we say? What can he boast? The little one he has done, I credited him for my past video. Because me, I'm the type of person, because I said I'm a justice person. But he's supposed to have ignored all those things that were coming and focus. Because what you did, whatever things that you do before the masses, that will make the masses come for you and ask you to go back to the city again. But my message today is, all these are politicians. Do they worth of dying for? Our brothers and sisters, is a question. No, they don't worth of dying for. Rather than you do the best and leave always for God. Because by the time you fight, you fight tooth and nail to make sure these people be elected into power. You and I are not going to benefit from all these things. We are just only fighting in vain. Yes, from the beginning of this their campaign, you might succeed of getting like 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 bag of rice, cloth, because that is what they use deceiving us. Ever since I was born, before I even migrated of coming to the Western world, it's only once I have voted, and that one was even out of my community. Because when I was running for my dear life, because of what happened to me, right from my domain, right from my house, right from my community. It's only one I voted in Lagos. It was a councillor of House of Reps then, I was, supporting a PDP. Not that I was supporting, at least I only go there and casted my vote. Because I believe on that young man, Aeroland or something like that in Lagos, in Alomosho. And that I have not voted because why? I have seen it. That these people, they don't mean well for us. We don't have good schools. We don't have good systems that will help us when we have potential to protect, for goodness sake. The black race has a good potential to protect, but we don't have our leaders that will help us actualize our dreams. Look at many of us. We are looking brighter in the Western world. Despite all what we are going through here, we love it. Because we have to. It's their systems we have to build into their system. Not that we are facing the difficult things. It's the systems that we made that we have to abide with the systems. We have to work with the systems. So doing that, if you've been able to, as in follow the rules and regulations, I believe that you will be accepted into the community. Not by creating the violence into the land that does not belong to you. Or you don't know how this land was being made and constructed and the system start working. You cannot just come from somewhere and begin to mess up what they have labored for. They fought for all this, independence they have in their country. But our country, no, nothing. Greet you, my brothers and sisters. This is your humble brother, MC Talkless, one of the universe. Please just go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and start following me there. My YouTube channel name is O-ATD. Justice TV. You see my photograph there. Just follow me there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me. Let's start educating ourselves. Me, I hate a bias. We don't need to be biased. We need to be very true speaking to the world. Because why? The world are looking at us. Both you supporter, those who we left behind, and we that is living in the Western world today. Because we know what freedom is all about. We know what a good society is all about. If you check your systems, way back you were in your country, your system is different. There is a big difference when you were living in your country and ever since you migrated or you flew up to the Western world. You see the differences in your life. The Western world will change every mentality we have to a normal mentality. We become a very a good constructive in human being in our presentation. No, the life of big death everywhere, blood everywhere. No, those are sins. Do you know the number of do we know the number of blood that have been shed in our country, in our state every day? Most we don't know. It's only those that we see, only few we see on the televised. Did you know how many souls that have been lost every day that we cannot give account of? That in different society, different group of people, different havoc is happening in our society where we have security. And security money is being allocated to in different states, but there is no security. Oh, thank you, my brother, for joining me. We will continue helping ourselves. We will continue promoting ourselves. We will continue speaking the truth to the world. Me, I hate when people see things that is good. At the end of the day, they will they want to start dragging it. No. You that have been living in the Western world, you know how the system works. Those are the things that we're supposed to be preaching to them. Not by supporting people that will know that, our brothers and sisters back home will not benefit from. We cannot do all. How long will you continue sending money or things to your people? Would you face your family? Would you take care of yourself? Would you take care of your children? Would you take care of your wife? Would you take care of your own siblings, right? How long will you continue to do that? But if the system is okay, then did you think that you will fight it to name here to make sure that you hand something to them? When you know that at the end of the day, you will have bees, men, to take care of here. The way it is in our country, also the way it is in the Western world, it's not easy because money does not just come from heaven. You work to turn it to earn money. Bring them on camera. Do you want to come in? If you want to come in, you wave at me. Thank you for coming. If you want to come in, don't feel to put it on the screen if you want to come in. You understand? How long we will continue as in struggling here and pumping those little things to them? But if the system is working, do you think that we'll be over dying or killing ourselves in the Western world and sending money to our siblings, our people at home? It's just because of the system is not working. The system is not working. That is the reason why we are doing all these things. Then that is the reason why we must not support all these people for we to end our lives or for our family back home to end our lives. Because they don't work for we to die for. They don't work for our people back home to die for. How many governors have rulers in our states? Ever since independent? What have we gotten? How many presidents have ruled our country? What have we gotten? It's backward. First and foremost, no light. In this 21st century, we have what will provide light for us. But where is the light? Thank you all for joining me. Please just help me to share it and let it go viral. Let it go viral. Because of this a recent video that just happened in Edo State. That is the reason why I'm doing this video. My brothers and sisters, if you are just joining me. If you see the title there, these people, they don't work for we or our people back home to die for. No, they cannot end their life because of governor, because of one person who don't have the interest of them. How many governors have rulers? What have they benefited from them? In this 21st century, they are still talking about patching road, fixing light. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you, bros, man, for joining me. Where other good countries are talking about good innovation, talking about going to the sky, the moon, under the sea, of discovering things, is now our politicians, our father, our mother, who does not mean well for the masses, are talking about they will fix road, they will fix this, they will fix that. They don't work for we to die for. Good afternoon, my brother. I salute you from far from here, my brother. You get what I'm saying now? They don't mean well. They don't mean well. They don't just mean well. They don't mean well for us. Then we cannot die for them. we will also urge our people back home not to die for them. Because if you are dying for somebody, you know the reason why you are dying for that person. That the moment you make every sacrifices for that person, even though it's your biological brothers and sister, that this my brother, he mean well from you. If not for this my brother, I should have finish up my education to this my higher level. I should have acquired this. I should have get it. I should have get it. If not for this my uncle, if not for this my brother, this my brother, I will support him with all everything I have in me, with the last blood in me. I will support him for him to be okay. Yes, those are the people that you're supposed to like. Okay, you risk your life for. No people, the moment you let them into power, thank you, my brother. Thank you. The moment you support them, they've been elected into power, they will frustrate you. How will they frustrate you? They are going to create their own government that you will not benefit from. They will only come outside with a very simple agenda just for you to clap and do everything for them to win. By the time they are sent into that power, my brother and sister, tell me what will you benefit. Okay, when Obaseki, like I said before, I'm not in support of any political party. I hate everything about them. If it is my father, I hate him. If it is my own brother, I hate him. If it is my own sister, I hate them. Because they don't mean well for us. We will only clap and dine and wine with those who have the interests of the masses at hand. Who know that our state is going down every single day. Who know that our country is going down. How can we fix this country? How can we fix this society? To meet up with the modern lives other people are living. And I also want to send this message to our brothers and sisters who are living in the Western world. Everybody has his own view, right? But for you supporting people at home, doing everything in human power to support people at home, ever since you have been supporting them, what have they done? Because you are supporting them for we ought to have a good society. Abi, you send your money, you send everything about you. Is there talking about simple agenda, and I said, those state agenda is not simple. It's very difficult, like the strongest mathematics that is very difficult to solve. My brother, you see, simple agenda or no simple agenda, all are political tricks. That bros, even though say we not dey into political arena, from the far that we are looking at them, we know that all these are political tricks. All of them. Obaseki, is there Yamu, any other person there? My brother, me never see person we want bring light to Edo State. I never see her. We have to be very sincere. I wish them all the best. I'm not a prophet. I am not prophesying, but I'm not seeing it. I'm under the tree, chilling out. Because that country, that state has not helped me. The state, if the state, brought me pain, especially in my society, in my community. They gave me pain before I left that state. For that, my brothers and sisters, you that is living in the Western world, that is sending your sweat, all you labor for, supporting one or two person, you are not helping them. You are not helping the youth. I saw some people the other time, they say they are going to send, sorry, let me just make myself comfortable, my brothers and sisters, because it's like the sun is reflecting in my heart. They say they have sent vehicles to support different candidates. For you guys that is doing that, you guys, in fact, I don't want to call you guys' name or insult or use the word of insult, but it's just that you guys have lost it. The vehicle and the resources you guys are sending to help different candidates in our state, why not put all those things in place and use it for the poor innocent children? Because you have now that is a governor, you want to contest as a governor, that if by tomorrow paravention he win, you will hand the seat in the governor arena, or you will hand a project. That is the reason why you guys are sending money, sending cars to the governor. It's only Obaseki for the point of view. My brother, all of them, they are all the same. All of them are the same. Bro, if I will tell you, Imande, my brother, if I will tell you, where are the returnees? Let me shock you from there. Where are the returnees? Do you know how many returnees? Did you know how much that was awarded to the governor of Edo State to rehabilitate the returnees? If I may ask you, my brother, have you ever asked yourself this very question? Because I do ask myself. I don't know whether you flew through the fly. Through me, I migrated to the sea, to the Mediterranean Sea, to the Sahara Desert. I know what it takes. It's only the number of people who succeeded that journey that we know. Did you know how many people, bye my brother, bye my chairman, because most of us just always like believe the truth. Okay, if I may shock you, if you are still there with me, there is one interview. There was a young man that we interviewed the other time about a lady who said most of our mothers and sisters are in Oko prison here. Who was being they were referred from mobile court because they were shading, they were selling along the streets. Because they cannot use, or as in they don't have 20,000 or 10,000 to pay themselves, they will be reminded into Oko prison yard. My brothers and sisters, if it is you or me, if our mother is there, do you think we will be happy? We have to be very sincere. If the system is working, did you think our mothers, our sister will be trading on the highway? Would all those people go to the end created for them to share? But it's just that the society is not working. That's the reason why they are trading along the streets. Then at the end of the day, you did not create an avenue for them to trade. For you to say, okay, I created this avenue for you to trade. Now you have violated the law, then you will go for it. 99% of our mothers and sisters, my brothers, they earn their daily meal through those trading. Sometimes they earn 200, 300. You understand? Thank you, my brother. It's network that just intrude. You understand? They earn 100 or 200 or 300 after all their sales. These are the things, the money they will take home to buy things at home, to take care of their children. If they have arena where they will go and shade, did you think they will be trading on the highway? For that first alone. Okay, would the Obaseki administration have a mercy upon them that all these are mothers, all these are sisters? They don't want to remain idle, doing nothing. That is the reason why they have to go outside and trade. Okay, now I have caught you today. You're supposed to have go for it. You're supposed to have go for 3 months or 1 month in jail. My brother, what's the way? Come closer now. If you want to talk to me, you're welcome. I'm just on live screen. You understand what I'm saying now? So long that there is nothing like that, then you do not have mercy upon our mothers and sisters who you call trading on the highway. Then you allow them to go to jail for it. You are the most devilish person on earth. If you are my brother, if you are my sister, if you have been assigned to that assignment and you discovered all those things, you did not mess in them, and you went ahead and prosecute them, you are my evil. I'll hate you and I'll continue to hate you forever. Because environment for them, they should have been trading along the streets. Now the returnees, where are they for the rehabilitation? That one was one side. Like I said before, I'm not, because of what my brother wrote there. That is the reason why I'm throwing this back to him. My main purpose of doing this video is because of the recent things that just happened in Edo State that the politicians don't want to die for. Anytime you come across this video, you are a victim of it, my brother, or these people don't mean to die for. If you risk your life and die for them, you are your own. If you bear ROIP, you have lost totally. The politicians and their children and their family living, while you've gone, and your parents will become lost, and we don't pray for that. I thank you very much for joining me at this very junction. Please don't on my YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to OATD Justice TV. May God bless you all as you come. We will see you again. Respect.
Now we don't hear everything where our brother talk for this video. I beg before you go, help us share this video. Because this video, if it reach somebody hand, where they plan to fight for politician, for this coming election, where it won't happen for Edo State, September 19. So I beg, make you share this video. So that the person where they plan to fight or die for politician, by the time you listen to this message, if it change your mind. Okay. So make I leave you now. Make you help us share the video. Thank you for watching the ARG YouTube.